Rajat,
Hi Paul, how are you?
great and you.
You are in which college you are? Paul?
I'm at Columbia.
Okay, okay. And
Yes.
so, what are you basically studying there?
I'm studying management science engineering.
Okay, that's
Like,
great.
yeah, it's a joint program between the business school and the engineering school.
So I was saying that today's topic for us to discuss will be that how mindset plays an important role, basically, for academic growth, academic performance as such.
Mhm.
So, as you are already into this, you are already studying, uh, so I would like to know your views as well. So let's say in terms of education, uh,
Mhm.
how your mindset about studies, about other aspects are affecting your marks or your performance in your grades as
Mhm.
such.
Yeah, I mean, it's something I worked a lot on during these past few years, and so it's changed quite a lot for me. Um, I think something that was affecting my grades back then was um, a kind of imposter syndrome. Um, I got into a great school in France, and I just felt surrounded by really, really smart people, and just felt like I shouldn't have gotten into that school in some ways. Um, so that was kind of stressing me out, and there's like kind of affecting my grades. I know that I was working way too much for what I, I should have done, I guess. Um, and And yeah, no, I'm now it's really changed. I've been really more like kind of focused and just doing what I need to do, but not more, not less. Um, yeah.
So how did you bring that change as such? Did someone help you or you went through some resources? How did it work?
Um, so that was the change happened during a gap year. So the gap year in France happens, I mean, for engineering school at least, is between the second and the third year. And so we do two internships of 6 months. And I guess like it really, it was the work life. So it's a really different vibe. You're actually kind of working on something that creates value. I don't like, it's not that education doesn't create value, but when you're doing your homework, you're just, you're studying. You're not helping a company grow or anything.
Mhm.
Um, and also a time when I came to understand myself better. I did a lot of personal work, inner work on self-discovery, which led to a lot of to increasing my self-confidence, better understanding, my imposter syndrome kind of stuff, and it allowed me just when I came to Columbia, basically just doing the homework, but done. I
Okay,
wasn't worried about it.
great, great, great. So did you went through any resources or you how did actually the transformation went actually? That's a tricky part actually. No? Mostly
Um,
people are not able to do that.
yeah, it's hard. um, the big trigger was a feedback from, I mean, three feedbacks from my managers during my second internship in Paris, um, which kind of I felt a bit down afterwards because it's a lot to have three feedbacks from your three managers on the same day.
Oh,
Um, yeah. um, but it was a startup studio, so it's not a corporate like institution, so the culture is a bit different. But still, I was um, it just propelled me into like really reflecting about what was wrong, basically. Not just been understanding it, being honest with myself. And then I know that I went to 16personalities.com. I guess you know this website. And I bought the premium content about my personality type and just read it through. So I think it took me like 2 months to go through it because of the workload I had for work. And so also I wanted to take the time to just reflect on it and make sure that I was impacted by the words I was reading. And then I basically created this whole like kind of Notion workspace. If you know Notion,
yeah,
where I basically like kind of
you develop yourself, basically you change yourself according to that.
I wrote down my values, my purpose, kind of reflecting on, doing an introspection of my childhood, all this kind of stuff.
That is. Okay. So I'll put my views on this basically right now, because it's been around 14 years of on-job exposure to everything basically. After my post-graduation, it's been like 14 plus years now. So what I really learned during my graduation and after joining the jobs and coming out of job, then going into businesses and all those stuff, that whatever you desire in your life basically. So it's just not about the goal. So now the only goal is not the thing which you need to write down and think about it. Basically, you will have to think on the frequency of that. It's called a law of frequency according to the law of attraction, in which let's say you want to attract money, then they say as a law of attraction, it says that you need to be in the frequency of money. Okay, so like same way, if you want to perform good and academics, then you should think like that you are already performing good in academics. You are a great one. You are no less than other people or other colleagues or other classmates. So unless and until you move into that frequency, that yes, I can do that and I am doing that, then only your mind will open to such an extent that you will be able to absorb the positivity of around you and the vibrations of the positivity or the new thoughts or the new intelligences. Okay, because brain is something like which is very dynamic, and it can and it changes every moment. Every day around 700 neurons, they replace themselves with new neurons. They replace themselves with the old one basically. So when the new neurons come, they start to being in your head. Then there is a possibility that you can add a new knowledge in your brain as well. Okay, so you need to accept that yes, your mind is open to accept new information, new positive information, and then only you will be able to basically attract all those success mantras and the basically top class grades and everything. So my experience in this is only the thing that whatever you think from your mind, that all happens around yourself. So if you are thinking that you are lesser than others, you are not able to let's say you are not able to sustain in that college, then probably you will be on the same phase and you will not be able to accept the challenge and then grow as such, because you will be always fighting with yourself, that saying that I'm not good for this college and I'm not good for this course, and somewhere down the line you may also drop off. You got that chance when you to think over it when you were doing the internship. So you are very lucky that during the first and second internships between the second and the third year, you got that chance and you came out of it. There are thousands and thousands of examples of people or the students who really don't get that chance basically to think of it as well, and they are stuck to that feeling, and later on their grades they keep on decreasing, and somewhere down the line they start failing every now and then. Every job they interview, they go for giving for any, if they are going for any interview they fail there, if they are in the job they start failing there. So
Yeah.
it's a kind of a vicious circle in which you then stuck yourself. So mindset plays a very important role. This is the thing which I have learned. How is it going for you now? That how do you feel, and what you are thinking of future as such?
I really feel better. I don't have like the same negative thought patterns that I had before.
So I see your post every now and then on LinkedIn, basically related to this mindset trends. So how are you taking it ahead as such?
Yeah, so what's really interesting is that basically we came to understand the same thing as you mentioned. A lot of the students we interviewed were having like a lot of negative self-talks from time to time, believing that they couldn't do such and such thing, or that they couldn't get such job. There's a lot of fear of failure behind it, or fear of rejection as well. And yeah, so that's basically the journey I had is something I'd like to make something out of it and kind of build a startup and product with it. So it can help a lot of people. I don't have like negative. Sorry?
You're doing kind of research on this field, basically extensive research.
Yeah. And I don't have like really. I don't have negative self-talk now. I'm basically just I kind of know what I want to do and I just do it. Yeah.
That's really great to know. So anything you want to add a part of this which we had discussed?
No, I mean I'd be really interested in knowing more about how you usually like kind of helps such students, or like there's a lot of people, even older people, not just students, that feel stuck in their jobs, even people from Colombia as well. So like people with a pretty good education still feel stuck at their job. They're working at Wall Street and they don't feel like it's meaningful, and there's a good pay, so they don't want to leave, and they have a family. So we kind of understood that it's hard to make the step towards another life. It takes a lot of, like, as you said, like rewiring
your brain, right?
yeah you have to reframe it. And it takes a lot of time.
It takes a lot of time. So what I do basically as a life coach, I mentor both the students and the professionals as well. So I've been into this since the time I have been transformed. I took the life coaching certification as well, and I started working on this field only, a part of my other business. So what I do basically, I work on three things. I believe
Mhm.
that for you need to be a better person, or for you need to be into a Zen living, what is called. Okay, because the ultimate aim for everyone is to be in the phase that they accept their uh, goal, whatever they have, and they achieve it and then live it, right? So most of the people, for the working professionals, the most of the people, the problem is that they don't have their concrete goals. Okay, so it's our human tendency that we want more and more and more, because
Mm.
we actually don't know what our ultimate goal is. Okay,
Mm.
you must also be finding few people who are earning less, but they are more happier than
Yeah.
and or others. Okay, so this is a kind of a mindset which we are born and brought up with. Okay, so our mindset plays a very important role. So three things which plays an important role is mindset, the motivation which you have, okay, and the methods you are following to achieve your goals. Okay, but
Mhm.
before all these three things, goal is an important factor. So what I do with my clients is that I first try to find their goals. Then I start working on their mindset.
Mhm.
Okay. Then I start working on their motivation level. Okay. Then I move ahead towards the action plan. And if you talk about the students as such, okay. So most of the students, they don't know the reality of life, basically. Okay.
Mm.
So until and unless like you went to your internship, then you find out what is the difference between studying and working actually in the job.
Mm.
So once you get into that platform, then only you understand that. We need to tell them that you can achieve anything which you want. Okay,
Mm.
there are many ways. There are many exercises through which you can enhance your brain power. You can enhance your memory power, and if you are not feeling good, if you have an anger problem, if you have a procrastination problem, there are multiple ways, like several forms of meditation, several forms of other exercises through which you can align yourself towards being a focused person as such.
Yeah.
Organization, government organization, NCERT, and it says that around 81% of Indian students between the age of 14 to 25, they all are under the severe depression or an anxiety. Okay,
Mm.
but the problem is that they never tell these things to their parents. They will never
Mhm.
discuss this with their friends, or because friends will laugh. Okay, parents will say that you are not working hard enough, so you are hiding behind that shame. Okay, sorry. So what? So here comes the role of us. We try to open them up by bringing them into a group session of students. So once they open up with their problems, they start feeling better in their mind itself. Okay. Then comes the solutions part. The only thing is that I have to direct them to that.
Yeah.
So getting into the core of the problem, then releasing the energy. There are several tools through which you can release the negative energy into. Later, to enhance their memory, to enhance their confidence level, to reduce their stress, we use several exercises. And
Mhm.
for both of the things, there are different exercises to reduce the stress level, and to enhance the brain power, there are several exercises. So we
Mhm.
use that exercises so that they start learning faster, they start consuming better in their classes, and then improve their grade skills.
Mhm.
So this boosts when so for students the grades are the most important. So as soon as the grades start to go up, their confidence starts to rise.
Yeah, it makes sense. You basically move them from a vicious circle to like an upward spiral or something.
Yeah. So I just take them out of the vicious circle. Like
Mm.
you got out of the vicious circle. Like many others, they are not able to find their way right themselves. So they need some mentors to do it. So I am kind of a mentor who help them get.
I was wondering, how do you help people like find their purpose? Because it's quite like broad and intimate.
Yeah. So for finding the goals, basically you need to understand yourself first. Like you said that you took a personality test, right?
Yeah.
So there is a personality test which I give them as well. So so through that personality test, first people get to know about themselves, what they are actually, what is the negative things, what is the positive things. Then I took them ahead to other steps like what is their journey till now, basically from childhood till now. Major major turnaround times, major good times, major bad times. Through that they find out their goals as such. The goal of life always lies in your past. This is what I think. Okay, because the past of you decides what you want in the future. Let's say if you don't have enough money, so you will always your goal will be always to earn money. Okay. If you haven't got love of your parents or your siblings, you will always seek for love from in the future, or a perfect wife or a perfect girlfriend. Okay. So the goal always lies from the past experience. So through the process which I take you through, you will get an idea of that thing, that this is the proper ranking of my goals. These are the top 3 goals. These are the next 7 goals. These are the next kind of a set 10, 20 goals down the line. So we should focus on the first 3 goals we have in our life, and we should take a baby step each day to achieve.
How do you pick the 3 then?
That is a tricky question. So that actually that you once you go through my transformation program, you will you will yourself get more clearer about it.
Yeah.
Okay, because that is something which cannot be defined actually. That comes from within. Once you are going through a transformation program, then your mind actually works like an antenna. Okay, and it gives the signal that this is the right one, this is the first one you should pick, this is the second one you should pick.
Makes sense. Yeah, I guess that was the same thing for me. I mean, it just kind of came out of the blue. I mean, there was a year long of work behind it, but it just kind of revealed itself as well after a long time of work.
As we say in law of attraction, that whatever you want in your life with a full heart, that is attracted to you. You get the means to find it. You get the solutions accordingly. You get the path accordingly. So one night you are asleep, and in the morning when you wake up, you will find the answer. Okay, that I should do that to achieve this. So this is a part of your mind rewiring which you were talking about. When you rewire your mind to that thing, to that focus, everything else falls in the way. You will start getting the doors, or all the wrong doors will be closed, or the right doors will be open, and you will start moving on the right doors.
Yeah. And then you talked about the mindset. for the mindset, you basically like you work on self-limiting beliefs, like the syndrome, like the imposter syndrome I mentioned before, or that kind of stuff. Being a bit more positive.
Yeah. So for mindset, we follow several steps. Actually, during my transformation program, 3-4 sessions are on mindset only. So that is very important. Limiting, disregarding the limiting beliefs, for improving your self-confidence, or all the part of all those things, which is an important part. Unless and until you are in the right mindset, you won't be thinking right. You won't be able to basically understand your true goal as such. Because if you are limiting, let's say you want to own a big sports car, okay? So unless and until you don't think that that is what I work for, okay, then that won't be your goal actually. You will be always putting at a lower level. But if you know that you can attain that, and then only your goal, that will be the first goal for you. So before coming on to the goal part, your mindset should be clear actually. Your mind should be aligned to a proper. Unless and until your mind is aligned, you won't be able to get a proper goal, and then only you will be able to work on all the 3 factors.
That makes sense. Okay. Now that's interesting, because I feel like this kind of like structure I follow. I guess it was kind of luck. I don't know how I did it, but
it happened. So maybe you wanted to come out of it, okay? So you must be finding your ways. Maybe you were not clear, but your energy was so high for the thing that you want to come out of it somehow, that you attracted the solution yourself. Okay. So this is the thing. Once you start attracting the things which you want, that is the actual law of attraction comes to play, and the universe or the God, they open up the channels, the paths, you will start meeting the right people, you will start getting right opportunities, and then you will come. The three appreciations in a day which you get, okay, maybe that was a trigger point for you. Okay, maybe that was something which universe sent a signal to you, that now you believe in yourself, now you can get out of it, and you grabbed it. So everything which happens for a reason, and whatever happens in and around you is made up by you. Your mind creates that. Okay, so if you are happy, then your mind probably be thinking that I want to be happy. That is why then you will see everyone around you happier, you will see everything good. And if your mind is in the dull stage, then you will probably think that mind is on that everything is very bad and everything is full of sorrow.
Yeah, definitely. I did experience the change in mindset, how it really changes like our day-to-day experiences. And I guess it also like changes the experiences of the people around you, because you resonate on, as you say, a frequency that's really like happier or warmer, nicer, whatever.
Yes.